Have you ever looked at your life and wondered why the road seems so much steeper for you than for anyone else? You look around at your peers, your colleagues, maybe even your own siblings, and you see them navigating existence with a certain ease. They make mistakes, but they bounce back quickly. They choose paths that seem questionable, yet they don't suffer the heavy consequences you do. For you, it feels like the margin for error is zero. One slip, one moment of unconsciousness, and your entire world seems to shake. You have likely spent decades asking the universe, or God, or whatever higher power you believe in, a single, agonizing question. Why is everything so unusually hard for me? Why does it feel like I'm walking through mud while everyone else is walking on pavement? If you are watching this, it is not an accident. You have been drawn here by a resonance, a frequency that matches the answer you have been seeking for 30, 40, maybe 50 years. The answer is not that you are cursed. It is not that you are unlucky. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. And it certainly isn't because you are doing something wrong. The answer lies in your spiritual architecture. You are not just a chosen one in the generic sense that pop culture likes to throw around. You are operating under a specific, rare, and incredibly intense spiritual blueprint known as the Omegalevel calling. Before we go any further, I need you to understand that what I am about to share with you is not for the faint of heart. This is not fluff. This is not about boosting your ego. In fact, learning that you are an Omega-level soul is often a sobering realization because it explains the weight you have been carrying your entire life. It explains the isolation. It explains the warfare. But most importantly, it explains the power that has been dormant inside you, waiting for you to stop fighting your nature and start embracing your rank. We are going to dismantle the mystery of your life today. We are going to look at the signs that prove you carry this specific mandate. And by the end of this video, the struggles that have plagued you for decades will no longer look like tragedies. They will look like training. But I have to warn you, once you see this truth, you cannot unsee it. You cannot go back to playing small once you realize the magnitude of who you are. If you are ready to finally understand the story of your life, take a deep breath, settle in, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We are building a community of souls here who are ready to wake up, and I don't want you to miss a single step of this journey. Let's begin with the first and most pervasive sign that you are an Omega-level chosen one, the phenomenon of the holy haunting. Since you were a child, perhaps as young as 5 or 6 years old, you have felt a profound sense of displacement. It wasn't just the typical childhood insecurity or the awkwardness of puberty, it was existential. You looked at the world, the way people interacted, the things they valued, the games they played, and it felt foreign to you. You felt like an observer sent from a distant place, wearing a human suit that didn't quite fit. This isn't just about being an introvert or an empath, though you are likely both. This is about a deep, internal knowing that you are here for something else, something specific, something massive. But for the first half of your life, this knowing didn't feel like a gift. It felt like a haunting. You couldn't shake the feeling that you were wasting time, even when you were being productive. You could be working a great job, raising a family, doing everything society tells you to do to be happy. And yet, in the quiet moments of the night, that nagging pull would return. A voice whispering, "There is more. This isn't it yet." This is a hallmark of the Omega blueprint. Omega is the last letter of the Greek alphabet. It signifies the end, the ultimate, the completion. Souls with this wiring are not here to simply participate in the cycle of karma. They are here to break cycles. You feel this haunting because your spirit is constantly trying to calibrate you to a mission that is larger than your personal comfort. While others are allowed to drift and enjoy the scenery of life, you are being constantly pulled toward a destination you cannot yet see. Think about the times in your life when you tried to settle. Maybe you tried to settle for a relationship that was good enough, or a career that paid the bills but killed your soul. What happened? Did the universe let you stay there, or did everything fall apart? Did the relationship implode in a way that seemed unnecessary? Did the job become unbearable? For the Omega level chosen one, mediocrity is not an option. The universe will literally dismantle your life to prevent you from settling for less than your assignment. This is why your life feels harder. You are on a strict timeline. You have a specific destiny to fulfill. And every time you try to park your car on the side of the road and just exist, the divine tow truck comes along and forces you back onto the highway. This leads us directly into the second, and perhaps most painful sign, the spiritual siege. If we look back at your history, particularly your childhood and early adulthood, we will likely find a pattern of trauma, difficulty, or intense opposition that seems statistically improbable. You might look at your siblings or childhood friends and wonder, why was I the target? Here is the truth that the secular world cannot explain to you. Darkness recognizes light long before the light recognizes itself. When an Omega-level soul is born, it emits a specific spiritual signature. It is bright, it is authoritative, it signals a threat to the established order of chaos and negativity. Because of this, you were likely targeted from a very young age. This could manifest as a chaotic family dynamic where you were the scapegoat, severe bullying in school, early encounters with loss, or even unexplainable health issues. These weren't just bad luck. This was a spiritual siege. The objective was simple: to crush your spirit before you could grow into your power, to make you believe that you were weak, broken, or unworthy. The enemy, and by enemy, I mean the forces of resistance, fear, and entropy, wanted you to internalize a narrative of victimhood. They wanted you to be so consumed by your wounds that you would never look up and see your sword. But here is the twist, and this is where the Omega nature kicks in. You didn't break, you bent, you suffered, you cried rivers of tears, but you did not break. In fact, the very trauma that was designed to destroy you became the forge that strengthened you. You developed a resilience that is almost frightening to others. You developed a capacity for empathy that is boundless because you know exactly what it feels like to be at the bottom. The siege failed, and because it failed, you are now walking around with the wisdom of an ancient soul and the battle scars of a warrior. I want you to pause for a second and think about the hardest thing you've ever gone through, the thing you thought would kill you. You're still here, you're watching this, you survived. That survival is not a coincidence, it is a credential. You have been through the spiritual boot camp because the rank you hold requires it. Generals do not get their stars by sitting in a classroom, they get them on the battlefield. You are a general in the spirit, and your life has been the training ground. If this is resonating with you, if you can feel the truth of these words in your chest, do me a favor and like this video right now. It helps this message find the other scattered souls who are feeling just as lost as you once were. We need to find our tribe. Now let's go deeper. The third sign of an Omega-level chosen one is the living paradox. You are a walking contradiction, And this confuses people. On one hand, you possess a fierce, almost intimidating strength. When push comes to shove, you are the one people hide behind. You can handle crises that would shatter the average person. You have a spine of steel and a will of iron. But on the other hand, you are profoundly gentle. You have a childlike wonder. You can be moved to tears by a sunset, a piece of music, or the suffering of an animal. You are incredibly sensitive to energy. You can walk into a room and instantly know who is sad, who is angry, and who is lying without a word being spoken. This duality, the warrior and the healer, is the signature of the Omega. Most people are one or the other. Most people are either tough and somewhat numb, or sensitive and somewhat fragile. You are both. And this is why you are so often misunderstood. People who see your strength assume you don't need care, so they neglect you. People who see your sensitivity assume you are weak, so they try to walk all over you until they meet the warrior, and then they are shocked. This paradox exists because your mission requires both. You need the strength to dismantle the old systems and stand against the darkness, but you need the sensitivity to build the new world and heal the broken. You are a bridge between the heavens and the earth. You have to be tough enough to withstand the pressure of the world, but open enough to channel the light of the divine. This duality often makes relationships incredibly difficult. You crave deep, soul-level connection. You want to merge with another being in a way that transcends the physical. But you find that most people are operating on the surface. They want a dinner partner, not a soulmate. They want someone to watch movies with, not someone to traverse the cosmos with. You have likely found yourself in relationships where you felt like you were starving, even though you weren't alone. You were starving for depth, starving for truth. The Omega Soul has a built-in lie detector. You cannot tolerate inauthenticity. Small talk feels physically painful to you. Gossip drains your battery in seconds. You would rather sit in silence with someone who is being real than at a party with 100 people wearing masks. This intolerance for the fake is a protective mechanism. It is your guidance system, keeping you away from low vibrational entanglements. But before we reveal the next sign, which explains why your mere presence seems to trigger people, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever walked into a room, said absolutely nothing, and felt the atmosphere shift? Have you noticed that some people instantly like you, while others seem to instantly despise you before they even know your name? This is the fourth sign, atmospheric authority. As an Omega-level chosen one, you carry a high voltage of spiritual energy. Your aura is dense and expansive. When you enter a space, your energy field interacts with everything in it. For people who are aligned or who are seeking the light, you feel like a warm embrace. They will open up to you, tell you their life stories in the grocery line, and feel safe in your presence. However, for those who are hiding something, those who are living in their ego, their shadow, or their deception, your presence is irritating. It is actually painful for them. Your light inadvertently shines on the dark corners they are trying to keep hidden. You don't have to say a word, you just have to be. Your vibration acts as a tuning fork. If they are out of tune, your presence makes them vibrate in dissonance, and that feels uncomfortable. This is why you have experienced sudden, irrational hostility from people. You might have had a boss who targeted you, a co-worker who sabotaged you, or a family member who constantly picks fights with you, even though you have done nothing but be kind to them. It's not personal, it's energetic. Their demons are reacting to your angels. The darkness in them is terrified of the light in you. Understanding this is crucial for your peace of mind. You have spent years wondering, what is wrong with me? Why don't they like me? I try so hard. The answer is nothing is wrong with you. You are a walking mirror. When people look at you, they see themselves. If they like what they see in themselves, they like you. If they hate what they see in themselves, they project that hate onto you. Stop trying to dim your light to make others comfortable. It won't work. Even at 10% brightness, you are still too bright for those who love the dark. The solution is not to shrink. The solution is to shine so brightly that you repel what isn't meant for you and attract what is. We are moving into the deeper waters now. The next sign is one that often causes the most distress until it is understood. It is the concept of forced growth. We touched on this earlier, but we need to unpack it. Most people have the free will to stagnate. They can choose to stay in the same town, the same mindset, and the same emotional patterns for their entire lives. The universe allows it. But for you, the Omega-level soul, stagnation is treated as an emergency. Every time you get too comfortable in a situation that is below your potential, the universe introduces a catalyst, a crisis, a sudden change, a loss. This is why your life has felt like a series of upheavals. You build something and it gets knocked down. You think you've figured it out and the rules change. This is not punishment. I need you to hear me on this. This is not punishment. This is rapid evolution. You are on the fast track. You signed up for the accelerated program before you were born. You agreed to learn in one lifetime what most souls learn in 10. That is why the curriculum is so rigorous. The universe is constantly stripping away everything that is not you. Everything that is conditioned, everything that is fear-based, everything that is attached to the ego, it all has to go. You are being refined like gold in the fire. The dross is being burned away so that only the pure essence remains. This explains the exhaustion you feel. You are tired because you have been undergoing spiritual surgery without anesthesia for years. You are tired because you are processing generational trauma, not just for yourself, but for your lineage. You are the cycle breaker. The buck stops with you. The alcoholism, the abuse, the poverty mindset, the emotional neglect that has run through your family for generations, it ends with you. You are the dam that holds back the flood so that the future generations can live on dry land. That is a heavy burden. It is an Omega-level burden, but you were built for it. The thumbnail of this video says, God says, you were built for this, and that is the absolute truth. You have a spiritual chassis that is reinforced to handle loads that would crush others. Now, I want to talk about the lone wolf phase. Almost every chosen one goes through a period, sometimes lasting years, of intense isolation. You might be in this phase right now. The phone stops ringing, the invitations dry up. You feel completely cut off from the world. This is not rejection, it is incubation. The universe puts you in a cocoon because a transformation is happening that requires privacy and protection. You cannot become a butterfly while you are running around with the caterpillars. You need solitude to download the new operating system. You need silence to hear the voice of your own intuition, which has been drowned out by the noise of the world. During this isolation, you are being recalibrated. You are learning to rely on yourself and your connection to the divine, rather than seeking validation from others. You are learning that your worth is intrinsic, not external. This is a painful phase, yes. The loneliness can be crushing, but it is temporary. You are being prepared for your tribe. The people who are coming into your life, your true soul family, cannot find you until you are fully yourself. The isolation is the darkroom where your true image is being developed. If you are in the hermit phase, don't fight it. Don't chase people who are leaving. Let them go. They are clearing space for what is coming. Embrace the silence. Read, write, meditate, heal. This is your preparation time. We are approaching the core of the mystery. Why? Why all this training? Why the pain? Why the isolation? What is the point of being an Omega-level chosen one? The answer lies in the concept of the portal. You're not just here to live a life, you are here to be a gateway. Through you, high-frequency energy enters this physical plane. When you heal yourself, you heal the collective. When you raise your vibration, you raise the vibration of the entire planet. You have noticed that strangers tell you their secrets. You have noticed that animals and children are drawn to you. You have noticed that when you pray or set an intention, things happen fast. This is because the veil between the worlds is thin inside you. You are a conduit. Your purpose is not necessarily to do something big in the eyes of the world. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to write a best-selling book or lead a movement, although you might. Your primary purpose is to anchor light. By simply walking into a grocery store while holding a vibration of love and peace, you are doing your job. You are neutralizing the chaos in that environment. By forgiving someone who hurt you, you are breaking a chain of karma that has existed for centuries. By choosing faith over fear in your darkest moments, you are creating a template for others to follow. You are a spiritual architect. You are building the new earth with your frequency. This brings us to a critical realization. Your sensitivity is your superpower. For years, you may have viewed your emotional depth as a weakness. You wished you could toughen up and be like everyone else. But your sensitivity is your instrument. It is how you read the data of the universe. It is how you navigate. Imagine a high-tech radar system. It has to be sensitive to detect incoming signals. If it were tough and rigid, it would be useless. You are a high-tech spiritual radar. You feel everything because you are supposed to feel everything. You are the early warning system for humanity. You feel the shifts before they happen. The challenge is not to shut off your sensitivity, but to learn how to manage it. To learn how to observe the energy without absorbing it. To learn how to set boundaries that are made of light, not walls. There is a secret I want to share with you, something that usually only becomes clear in hindsight. The unusually hard life you have lived has given you a gift that cannot be bought. Authenticity. Because you have been broken open so many times, you have no facade left. You are real, and in a world that is drowning in artificiality, your realness is water to the thirsty. People are craving what you have. They are craving truth. They are craving depth. They are craving someone who has looked the devil in the eye and didn't blink. That is you. Your scars are your stripes. They prove that you have been to the depths and returned. So where do we go from here? How do you step into this Omega power? First, you must stop the victim narrative. This is the hardest step. You have to look at your traumatic past and say, it didn't happen to me. It happened for me. You have to take back your power from the people who hurt you. As long as you blame them, they hold your power. Forgive them not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. Cut the energetic cords. Realize that they were just actors playing a role in your movie, pushing you toward your destiny. Second, you must embrace your weirdness. Stop trying to fit in. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. Wear what you want to wear. Speak your truth. Follow your intuition, even when it makes no logical sense. The more you align with your authentic self, the more the universe can use you. Third, find your outlet. You have a massive amount of creative energy inside you. It needs to flow. Write, paint, build, garden, speak, help. Do something that moves the energy from your spirit into the physical world. If you block this flow, it turns into anxiety and depression. You must create. And finally, trust the timing. You often feel like you are behind in life. You see people your age who have achieved things you haven't. But you are running a different race. You are building a skyscraper. They are building shacks. A shack takes a week to build. A skyscraper takes years just for the foundation. But when the storm comes, the shack blows away and the skyscraper stands. You are building something eternal. I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next 7 days, I want you to wake up every morning and say this affirmation. I accept my assignment. I am an Omega-level soul. My past was my training. My future is my kingdom. I am ready. Say it until you believe it. Say it until every cell in your body vibrates with the truth of it. You are not alone. There are thousands of us all over the world waking up at the same time. We are the volunteers. We are the ones who raised our hands when the call went out for souls brave enough to incarnate during this time of great transition. It is not an easy mission, but it is a glorious one. The hardness of your life is the evidence of your greatness. The pressure is proof of the diamond. If this message has unlocked something in you, if you feel a shift in your spirit, don't let this moment pass. Engage with this energy. Leave a comment below declaring, "I accept my assignment." Let the universe know you are ready for the next level. Share this video with someone you suspect is also part of this tribe. You might just save their life. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell. We are going to be diving much deeper into these topics. We are going to talk about how to protect your energy, how to unlock your specific gifts, and how to navigate the matrix as an awakened soul. You don't want to navigate this alone anymore. You have survived the storm. Now it is time to become the storm. The world is waiting for you. Not the version of you that tries to please everyone, not the version of you that hides in the shadows. The real you, the Omega you, the powerful, sensitive, ancient, divine you. Stand up, dust yourself off. Your time has come. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep the light burning. You are loved beyond measure. You are guided. You are protected. And you are ready. Now take a moment of silence with me. Just breathe. Feel the weight lifting off your shoulders. Feel the validation washing over you. You aren't crazy. You aren't broken. You are just waking up. Welcome home. But staying in this frequency, maintaining this Omega state, requires more than just mindset. It requires a fundamental understanding of the biology of your awakening. You see, what most people call a spiritual crisis or a breakdown is actually a biological restructuring. I need you to listen closely because what I am about to explain is the bridge between science and the mystic, and understanding this will stop you from thinking you are losing your mind. When you start to awaken, when you accept the assignment as we just discussed, your body begins to vibrate at a different frequency. This isn't just a metaphor. Quantum physics tells us that everything is energy vibrating at different rates. As your consciousness expands, you are literally pulling more light, more data, and more energy into your physical vessel. Your nervous system, which has been wired for the low-voltage reality of survival, fear, and scarcity, suddenly has to handle high-voltage energy of purpose, intuition, and divinity. This creates what we call ascension symptoms. Have you been experiencing unexplained fatigue? I'm talking about a tiredness that sleep doesn't fix. You wake up after 8 hours feeling like you ran a marathon, or perhaps you have sudden bouts of dizziness, ringing in the ears that isn't tinnitus, or heart palpitations when you are completely resting. Here is the science behind the spirituality. Your DNA is not static. Epigenetics has proven that our environment and our perception of the environment can alter the expression of our genes. As you shift your perception from victim to Omega, you are signaling your DNA to unlock dormant codes. This process takes an immense amount of metabolic energy. Your body is literally rebuilding itself on a cellular level to hold more light. You aren't sick, you are upgrading. You are in the chrysalis phase, but here is where the danger lies, and this is why so many people fail at this stage and fall back into the matrix. When your body is upgrading, your old self, the ego, the survival brain, panics. It senses change as a threat. It will try to drag you back to what is familiar, even if what is familiar is painful. This manifests as sudden waves of anxiety, irrational fears, or a sudden desire to sabotage your progress. You might find yourself craving toxic foods you gave up years ago, or thinking about an ex-partner who was terrible for you. This is what is known as an extinction burst. It is the last gasp of the old neural pathways trying to fire before they die off. Do not give in. If you are feeling this resistance right now, type "I am upgrading" in the comments. Let your conscious mind signal to your subconscious that you are aware of the trick. This brings us to the second major hurdle you will face, the void. After the initial excitement of waking up and after dealing with the physical symptoms, you will likely enter a period of stillness that feels like stagnation. Everything stops. The phone stops ringing, opportunities dry up. You feel disconnected from your old life, but the new life hasn't appeared yet. You are in the hallway between doors. In the ancient mystery schools, this was the most critical test. This is the desert. This is where you are stripped of your external validations. For someone over 35 who has spent decades building an identity based on career, relationships, or social standing, the void is terrifying. You feel invisible. You feel like you have failed. But I need you to reframe this immediately. The void is not a punishment. It is a protection. Imagine you are a computer undergoing a massive operating system update. What happens? The screen goes black. You cannot use the programs. You cannot access the files. To an observer, the computer looks dead. But inside, millions of lines of code are being rewritten at lightning speed. If you were to try to use the computer during this process, you would crash the system. The universe has placed you in the void to protect you while your new timeline loads. If you were to carry your old habits, your old people, and your old reactions into your new future, you would contaminate it. You are being scrubbed clean. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you. And strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.